The professional MasterChef competition continues. And Matilde, Nick, Ollie and Liam have completed the judges' skills test.
OK, so I'm just going to roast this up nicely, bang that in the oven. OK.
Your commentary is incredible.
Now, they have one more chance
Aye, aye.
to win over the judges with their own food.
Oh, it worked.
It is delightful.
Only the best two can go through to the quarter-final.
It's going to be a battle.
Not half.
Chefs, welcome back to our kitchen. This is your two-course signature menu. We want to see some standout cooking.
One main, one dessert in an hour and a half. At the end of this, two of you will be leaving the competition. Let's do it. Off you go.
French-born head chef Matilde now works in London and is hoping to impress with her twists on some classics.
Definitely I need to keep focused and hopefully I will not do any major mistake. I've been doing the dish for my friends. They liked it, so hopefully the judges will like it too. If not, I will blame my friends.
Matilde, big smile on your face.
Well, I enjoy it. Cooking is always a pleasure, so it's great.
What are you cooking for us?
Pan-fried sonbars with shaved fennel and olive oil mashed potato with some potato crisp. When I was a kid, on a Sunday, we'll sit around the table. My dad will go fish hunting in the morning. My mom will boil some potato, crush it with some olive oil. So this is a slightly fancier version of Sunday meal in south of France, and then also a British dessert because now my home is here, so dessert will be a funky apple crumble.
Matilde's menu is a journey from France back to the UK. Stone bass, lovely fish. Got to make sure it's beautifully cooked, nice and moist. It's got great flavour.
The shaved fennel salad is going to have some freshness. Olive oil mash is a beautiful way to enjoy mashed potato, but you want to taste a good quality olive oil through there, and it's nicely seasoned.
We've got crispy potatoes and a red mullet jus. That will work. It's the flavours of the Mediterranean.
If I can provoke a bit of emotion, and the judges, they will tell me that they feel like they went for a little holiday in south of France, it will be like winning already.
Matilde's dessert is a funky apple crumble.
Is your apple crumble going to be as funky as your socks?
I hope so.
We've got an almond pastry. She's made some little pastry cases, some cooked sweet apples to go on top. We've also got a crumble mousse as well, and a creme fraiche to go with this dish. And she's going to layer this up.
Ah.
Oh, I love an apple crumble, and I'm looking forward to this.
Do you know how long we have, by any chance?
60 minutes left.
36-year-old Nick is a senior development chef from East London who showed confidence in the skills test.
I put this in here just to gain a nice little bit of colour.
But a lack of focus caused mistakes.
Oh.
Holy heck.
I'm hoping that I'm going to be firing on all cylinders in the next rounds. Less talking, more action.
Nick, have you come in with a different approach?
I want to get my head down. I want to focus. I'm here for the food, first and foremost. So, yeah, just trying to crack out some nice dishes.
What's your menu?
I'm making kid goat on the bone, served with goat faggot, a jalapeno sauce, a goat sauce, asparagus and a crispy shallot. Why goat? I think that there's a massive gap in the industry which needs to be utilised. It's rich in flavour, it's versatile, and it's a meat which I'm really trying to showcase throughout this competition.
Nice. For pud?
I have essentially got egg three ways. So I'm going to do an Italian meringue, slightly infused with a little bit of raspberry puree. I'm going to do a French meringue and an egg yolk poached in a Beurre Noisette whiskey syrup. It's a dish I was meant to be working on yesterday, but I'm opening my restaurant, so I never managed to. So here is my development day as well.
You're developing this dessert right here, right now?
Yes, I am. I hope I don't let you down, Chef.
I hope you don't let yourself down.
Oui.
We've got some kid, which is going to be cooking on the bone. You do have to be careful. There's not a lot of fat on it. It's a delicate piece of meat.
Nick is making a goat faggot. He's using a lot of the offal.
This is how I feel right now, going into the meat grinder.
Be great to have some herbs through that as well. It's going to be seasoned properly.
We've also got some crispy shallots. He's using the trimmings and the bones of the goat to make goat sauce. And he's also got a really hot chili sauce that he's going to make as well. There's a lot going on. It's interesting. It is different. I can't wait to try it.
That's okay. Good, good, good.
Fascinating dessert from Nick. We've got Italian meringue and we've got a French meringue. We've got egg yolk, which is cured in a whiskey syrup.
Take away the visual impact when it's an egg yolk and think of it more as a custard in a shell, which is what I'm aiming to achieve.
Slightly concerned that his dessert he's only testing out on us today, though.
There's a slight worry to me having never done it before, but, you know, I always enjoy being under the pump.
I don't want to scare you, but you are halfway.
Oh, it worked.
Self-taught chef Ollie from London is hoping to demonstrate hearty classic French dishes.
So an hour and 30 minutes for 2 courses is going to be a bit tight. There's a lot riding on it. Obviously, I believe that if I cook the dishes properly, it will be enough. I want to do the dishes justice, and I just want to have fun and go for it.
Ollie, how are you feeling cooking your 2-course menu now?
Feeling good. Got a lot to do, though, so really soldiering on, and hopefully everything should be all right.
Tell us about your menu.
For my main course, I'm cooking turbot on the bone. I think it's a really nice way to cook turbot. Serving that with a really classic sauce a la Grenobloise.
What's Grenobloise?
Grenobloise is a brown butter-based sauce finished with capers, lemon dice, parsley, and I'm adding a few shrimp and a few croutons just for a little bit of texture. And then for dessert, hazelnut choux bun with sour cherry and hazelnut praline.
Ollie, I like the sound of your menu. What's inspired this?
It's just 2 dishes which I've really loved eating ever since I tried them. Cooking what you like to eat is always a good start, so hopefully you guys will see where I'm trying to go with it and be thoroughly impressed.
Love the sound of Ollie's menu. The turbot cooked on the bone, best way to cook turbot.
Really important, he cooks it enough that it's not undercooked in the middle. If the turbot isn't cooked properly, it will not come off the bone. Caramelized celeriac and cauliflower puree sounds wonderful.
And that fantastic sauce, Grenobloise, it's got to have the right amount of colour. It's nutty brown, lemon segments, parsley, a few little croutons, and he's also going to put a few shrimps in there as well. I like the sound of that.
I've heard Monica say, I love roasted cauliflower. Marcus loves turbot on the bone, so I thought can't go wrong if I put them all on the same plate.
Ollie's dessert is a choux pastry. And then he's got like a paste on top, a crackling. As the pastry rises, that will then start to melt on top and you get a lovely, crunchy, crusty sugar on top. It's delicious, it's lovely. But if the pastry is a little bit too dense, it's going to be flat, it's going to be undercooked, and it won't be impressive. You've got a creme diplomat going through it as well, which is the cream and butter running through it. It's rich and it's absolutely delicious.
And he's using cherry in his dessert. He's got a compote as well as a cherry syrup. This sounds fantastic.
You have 30 minutes.
Wait.
Yeah. 30 minutes.
OK.
Inspired by his chef dad growing up, 24-year-old Liam from Warrington is keen to show how far he's come.
I'm buzzing to cook my own food. I've ran through these dishes a few times now, especially in my head last night while I was in a hotel. If I can get them right, it's going to be a winner.
Liam, When you were a kid, did you used to hang out in your dad's kitchen with the other chefs?
I used to run around and cause havoc. They used to think I was a bandit. That's what they used to call me, and I still think I am a bit of a bandit, to be honest.
So, what is your two-course menu?
Roast loin of venison, farce, bonbon, a beetroot ketchup, beetroot syrup, and a port jus to finish.
And for pudding?
We've got a set lime curd, raspberries in a puree, and then we've got meringue, which is going to be slightly toasted.
Why these two dishes? What makes them so important?
If they're done right, it demonstrates great skill and proper cooking.
Liam, you actually look like a chef on a mission.
Thank you.
Best of luck.
Cheers.
Loin of venison, there's no fat on it. It's very, very lean meat. It needs to be delicate in the pan, gently roasted in the oven, and allow it to rest.
Liam is making a venison bonbon. He's using some of the offal through it. It's all about mincing the bonbon mixture down well and making sure that when it's cooked, it doesn't dry out.
There's also beetroot ketchup with a touch of syrup. I like the sound of that. Liam's sauce has got beautiful chopped shallots. Great to get the brandy flame first. Get that alcohol burnt out of it, then put it on your sweet port. I want to taste the port. I want to taste some venison in there too. Delicious. Liam's dessert, it's a set curd, a lime curd. He's going to dice the curd up and he's going to decorate that around the plate, and then the Italian meringue will bring rich sweetness to the plate.
Pastry can be very tricky. It's about getting all the recipes right.
How long we up?
You have 8 minutes, everybody, 8 minutes.
Wait.
Come on.
Wait.
Wait.
Yeah, I've got goat in the oven now.
Aye, aye.
Hopefully it tastes good, do you know what I mean?
You've got 4 minutes. Goat cooked OK?
The goat is borderline.
Needs a bit more.
It certainly does, yes. I've got myself a bit in a muddle.
We are rapidly running out of time.
OK?
Nick, get it on a plate right now.
The asparagus is raw.
Dessert's done, Nick, isn't it?
My meringue, chef, it hasn't set. I'm going to have to turn the egg 3 ways into an egg 2 ways. I can't do 3 portions, I'm so sorry.
Right, time's up.
We.
Stop, everybody, stop.
Well done, lad.
Thank you, chef.
Oh, good?
Good, not perfect.
I only got 1 dessert done.
Head chef Matilde's main course is pan-fried stone bass topped with fennel pollen, served with olive oil mashed potato, braised fennel, potato crisps, a shaved fennel salad, and a red mullet jus.
My fish is nicely cooked. The fennel salad on the side with the hints of orange through it and samphire, we've got a freshness to it. But it's just lacking just a bit more seasoning through the salad and through that braised fennel. My crisps, one of them is half cooked, and they're really salty.
I think your sauce is absolutely delicious. You know, you've really got the aniseed flavour. A really good, proper fish sauce.
Love the creamy, rich olive oil mashed potato. But I think we've just got a little bit of fennel overkill. We've got a braised fennel, fennel in the salad, and fennel pollen on the fish. You like fennel, though, right?
Yes.
For her signature dessert, Matilde's made her take on the British classic apple crumble. Short crust almond pastry, topped with apples cooked in cinnamon and vanilla, a creamy crumble mousse, crumble toppings, and creme fraiche.
You weren't happy because it's not looking the way you wanted it to. I quite like the texture of the short crust underneath. I love the flavours of the apple with the vanilla, but it's just so much creme fraiche and that cream on top. For me, it's just so rich. I want more apple.
The pastry at the bottom is nice and crispy. The apples are nice, they've got great flavour. It's just incredibly sickly. Most people would struggle to finish it, unfortunately.
It's too much, even for me.
The dessert, I was rushing to assemble it at the end. I didn't really take care of the quantity and the balance of the flavor. Silly mistake, but it's done.
For his main course, senior development chef Nick has cooked kid goat on the bone, goat faggot, creamy jalapeno puree topped with asparagus ash, roasted asparagus, crispy shallots, and a goat sauce.
That's too rare for me. It's not just the flesh, it's the fat as well. All right, we can give that a go.
I like the colours of your plate, but the goat looks very undercooked. The end part, which I've cut off, is nice. The faggot, you've got some offal running through it, you've got spice running through it, but there's a touch on the dry side. Is the asparagus meant to be raw?
No, chef.
Your sauce is sticky. It's making my lips stick. It's lovely and it's rich and there's a type of sweetness to it. I love your puree. It goes mint and then it goes lime and then it finishes in a chili heat. I really, really like that. You've got some brilliant ideas. I think you gave yourself far too much to do. I don't think you were ever going to complete it in the time.
Agreed.
Nick, the idea's good. Time's just really got you here.
Agreed.
Nick's dessert is a French meringue topped with a raspberry tuile, freeze-dried raspberries, and an egg yolk cured in a beurre noisette and whiskey syrup.
You've only got one completed dessert.
Yes.
Right. I can't get on with this. It's far too different for me. I've got a meringue that I think could do with some toasting, and then I've got an egg yolk, and it's just bringing it back to a savoury dish for me. I can't pick up whiskey, I can't pick up sugar on the egg yolk. It's making me feel uncomfortable. It's a work in progress, and rarely have I enjoyed one of those.
Well, I've got nothing to eat.
I'm so sorry.
Practice is key. You know, timings are crucial.
You can't go into a service unprepared, not knowing what dishes are going to turn out like. That's what this kitchen expects of you as well. You need to have your A game from the onset.
Nick, the pressure of MasterChef does funny things to people.
It does.
Yeah, honestly, I'm sorry for you.
No problem.
Come on. One of them things, isn't it?
Took a risk, you know, it's what I came here to do. Didn't pay off. Yeah, absolutely gutted.
Sous chef Ollie's main course is pan-fried turbot, basted in grenobloise, a brown butter sauce with capers, lemon, and parsley, served with shrimps and croutons, roasted celeriac, caramelized cauliflower puree, and crispy cabbage.
You've cooked the fish beautifully well on the bone. The caramelised cauliflower puree is really smooth and packs good flavour. I like the earthiness that you've carried on around the side of the plate with the caramelised celeriac as well. It's really nice.
Thank you very much.
Well done.
Thank you.
Happy days. I'm very, very happy with this. I love the soft, flaky fish. I like the seasoning on it. I love this sauce. It is like sharp with capers. Love the nutty flavour of the celeriac. And your cauliflower is almost caramelly. Tastes great.
It is delightful. Really fantastic flavours, great seasoning throughout. You know how to cook, and that's a great introduction to who you are, Ollie. Well done.
Thank you.
His dessert is a hazelnut choux bun coated in a chocolate cracolan, filled with a hazelnut creme diplomat, praline, cherry compote, kirsch-soaked cherries, and a cherry syrup.
Your choux bun is perfect. It is as light as a feather. And that cocoa crust on the top is perfect, giving a little bit of cocoa sweetness and bitterness. But it's this cream inside that's not right, and it feels grainy.
The creme diplomat, it's been split. You've got grated hazelnut through there?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it gives it a really unusual texture.
The choux bun is crispy. I like the flavour of cherries.
But it hasn't worked for you, Ollie.
The diplomat was just categorically wrong. Kind of made up the recipe today. Oh, so stupid. Why did I not bring a recipe?
Last up is Senior Chef de Partie, Liam, who has made roast loin of venison, wilted spinach, venison bonbon, girolles, beetroot ketchup, beetroot syrup, and a venison and pork jus.
Very pretty, very stylised plate. Venison is a little under for me, but I wouldn't send it back. I love this bonbon. Breadcrumbs on the outside, really, really crispy. You can taste the livers running through there. That's a real iron rich. It's a wonderful flavour. That sauce, I love the pork sweetness in there and the meat. There's brandy giving it real strength and real depth. I like that. You are showing really good technique here.
Thank you.
Girolles will taste really nice, beautifully cooked. Your beetroot ketchup got a lovely freshness to it, so it brings the dish to life a little bit, which is really good. But overall, that's a good start.
My venison is really nice. I'm very happy with that. What I'm not enjoying is the sweetness of the beetroot syrup. My girolles are sitting on it, which don't taste right. But I've enjoyed everything else on this plate.
Thank you.
Liam's dessert is set calamansi lime curd, topped with raspberry gel, torched Italian meringues, fresh raspberries, lime zest, lemon balm, and a shortbread crumb.
Nice presentation, that, Liam. Very neat and tidy. You've got a lovely citrus flavour running through the curd, which is great, and it's nice and creamy. It's not too sweet, it's not too sharp, and when you eat the curd with the Italian meringue, they do work together in harmony. And I love that little bit of grated lime that you've just finished the dish with. Lovely, well done.
Thank you.
You've given us a fantastic lime curd. It's beautifully made. The Italian meringue torched like that always works. And, of course, with the crumb and the raspberries, lovely flavours that work together.
Thank you.
I do love the meringue with the lemon curd, that mixture of sharpness and sweetness. I also like the toasty crumb as well. The gel, another sweet, sharp combo. It's beautifully well made and really well balanced.
Thank you.
Positive enough to make you smile? Almost.
Well done.
Nice one, Reggie. Nice one.
Yeah, I got some good feedback. Overall, I'm happy with my day's work, but there's points that I can improve on, definitely. I'm 75% happy.
I think we had some really strong cookery here for some very, very good chefs. The first person we need to discuss, OK, is Nick. Nick has had some serious issues here. Undercooked goat, raw asparagus. Moreover, he only managed to serve up one dessert.
He had practiced his dishes and he'd never done them before. So it really did unravel the fact that this kitchen does show you that you have to prepare before you come in.
I just hope he can pick himself up from this and move on.
Liam is a very serious young man, but he's got cookery know-how. He's also got a steely look in his eye, and I really like it. He was my pick of the bunch.
Liam stood out today.
Yeah, he's a chef I'd like to see cook again.
Nick's out, Liam's in. We have now got to choose between either Matilde or Ollie. I loved Ollie's turbot. It may have been my dish of the day.
The cauliflower puree and the celery was lovely and earthy and worked very, very well with the turbot cookery and the sauce. It was great. His dessert, the choux bun cookery, was nice. The little crackling on top was lovely, a little chocolate flavour coming through.
It looked beautiful, but the filling was so dense and split that it ruined this dessert for me.
Matilde's fish, the stone bass, beautifully cooked. That jus was just superb, made from the red mullet. In saying that, perhaps too much fennel for me.
Dessert, her take on a apple crumble. I'm sorry, I mean, as much as I loved the way the apple was cooked, there just wasn't enough of it to counteract the amounts of rich cream.
It was just too sticky. It just didn't work.
If I could stay in the competition, I will definitely take care of like more detail and stop losing my focus.
Right now, I think it's just too hard to tell. I've just got to keep my fingers crossed.
It's a tough day. This kitchen really pushes you to the boundaries.
Liam, some outstanding work there, Liam. Well done. You are staying with us.
Thank you.
Nick, sorry. You gave yourself too much to do, Nick, didn't you?
Absolutely.
You're leaving us, I'm afraid. Great to meet you.
Likewise, thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you.
Nice one, Nick.
I was never going to come here to play it safe. I've loved every minute of it, but it's been peppered with disappointments. It was like ice skating uphill.
Ollie, Matilde, the second chef leaving the competition. Is Matilde.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Well done, guys.
Thank you, Matilde. Good luck. Thank you.
I wish I could have stayed longer, but the guys did a great job, so well done them, and, you know, that's cool.
How have I pulled that off? Goodness me. After that disaster of a dessert, I'm truly shocked to be through, but speechless. So happy.
I'm buzzing to get through to the next round. I'm expecting it to get a lot tougher. What comes, comes. There's only one person that can get me to the next round. Yeah, I'm definitely up for it.
Next time, 4 new hopefuls fight for their place in the quarter-final.
Do not run out of time.
That is a cracking piece of cookery.
Great skills, great execution. I loved it.
Delicious. Delicious.
Delicious. Thank you. It's what we want.